Hey, Jason.
Yo, what's up, Corey?
Literally 5 seconds before this, Jason was stroking his...
I beg your pardon.
He was stroking...
I beg your pardon. Nothing. Can we roll the intro, please?
Hey everybody, this is Twice as Queer, a weekly podcast that showcases the latest LGBTQ news and gossip. We're your hosts, Jason and Corey. You can follow us on Twice as Queer, so please make sure to tune in every Monday for a brand new episode. Twice as Queer.
Jason, are you not a fan of sexual innuendos?
Well, I am, but we don't want to scare people off on our lovely podcast.
4th episode.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, guys. If you're a first listener, hello. My name is Corey Schultz.
And I'm Jason Frazer. And yeah, welcome to the podcast. I hope you guys have an amazing week ahead. Happy Monday, I guess.
Yes.
Well, as tradition, we usually talk about our weeks.
Yeah.
So
this is like an LGBT-based podcast. We talk about pop culture.
LGBTQ.
Yes. Plus,
Yes.
let's keep in all the...
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Jason. Got you on that one, girl. Education. There's going to be a lot of discussion on education this episode, which is amazing.
Yes.
But yeah, like Jason was saying, we talk about our weeks just so you can get to know us a little bit better.
Yeah, you need to enunciate, Corey.
No, the thing is, like, today I have like an ulcer this week.
What have you been doing?
I don't know. When I get super stressed. No, this genuinely happens. When I get super stressed, I get like these mouth ulcers.
What is an ulcer? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
Is it like a sore?
Yeah, it's like a mouth sore inside.
Like, do you bite your lips on the inside?
No,
and then
no.
it causes that little white thing.
I think it has something to do with like an iron deficiency sometimes, and it can be caused by like a number of things.
Oh.
And one of them being stress.
Okay.
And usually when I'm stressed, they happen. So, yeah, it's just been a hectic week. I think I worked like 56 hours this week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well, when we came and visited you on the weekend, because Corey was working on the weekend and we were heading off to enjoy the amazing sights of London, we popped in to Corey's work. So, yeah, shame.
I was working the whole day.
Yes.
Literally. I've been in super doubles, like 6 a.m. to like 8 p.m.
I don't know how that's legal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I still get paid per hour, so it's okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, rolling in the cash. Which, by the way, I went and I spent like quite a bit today. I bought some really cool, sexy socks. I showed them to you.
Yes.
Hey, they have like little
unicorn. Unicorn. What am I talking about? Unicorn.
They have like little rainbows on them.
Yes.
I'd show them right now on the camera if you're watching on YouTube. By the way, we record this podcast on YouTube. You can check it at Twice as Queer. So yeah, they were so cute. Like I saw them and I was like, "You're coming home with me."
How much were they?
I don't know, like £3 maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's only one pair. So I was like, "Oh, you're coming home with me."
Nice.
They had other ones with like the flag, like the LGBT flag,
Yes.
LGBTQ plus flag, like a cross.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to get those, but then I saw this little rainbow and I was like, that's subtle and cute. That's me. So they came home with me and now they're my best friends.
Where did you get them from?
H&M.
Oh, I might just pop over to
Yeah.
H&M and just get the other ones.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I really did like your socks.
No, you can get matching ones. That'd be so cute. Oh my God, please.
No, you and Donat should get matching ones.
Or we can get for the whole gay penthouse.
Oh my God. Yes.
And then we can do like a whole Instagram on it.
Oh,
That would be amazing.
creative.
Yeah.
So just so that you all know, Corey and I are neighbors. I live on the west wing. He lives on the east wing. And together we have the gay penthouse because we're all a bunch of gays who live together. And yeah, it's fun. So when we say gay penthouse, that's what we mean. We mean our place.
Yeah. It's not really a penthouse. It's just like...
No, honey, it's a penthouse. What are you talking about? We're at the top of the building. We've got a balcony that has an amazing view. We watched the sunset this evening. Don't downplay this, Corey. We live in the penthouse. Hashtag we don't actually. I'm just trying to oversell it.
Very much so. Like, honey. So yeah, what else has been? Yeah.
What did you do this week? Anything pop out?
No,
Anything
not
stand out?
really.
You were just working like hella busy.
Yeah, I had a couple of meetings. Because so my manager's left, and like I'm the assistant manager, and basically I'm supposed to hold the store for the next manager, but I told him I already want to step up. So he's like, we need to have a meeting and a discussion and whatnot. So we have this meeting, and this, did I tell you about it at all?
No, like I know you met with him.
Yeah.
And then
So anyway, he says to me after the meeting, he's like, I'm going to be really honest with you. You did really well.
okay.
And then he's like, do you have any questions? And I'm like, no. He's like,
Wait.
oh, so you don't want to know about pay? I'm like, oh
my God.
See, that's always the awkward thing, is it? Do you ask?
Exactly,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think yes, you do to some degree, but it's like a really awkward situation where you want to also be polite and you don't want to jeopardize your chance because you're thinking in that mode, right?
For sure.
You're in that like interview mode. You don't want to come across as some like arsewipe who's like, oh, and how much do I get paid?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
So I played it off cool. I was like, well, I saw what it was advertised at. And
okay.
I assume that maybe. And then he confirmed it. And I was like, okay, cool. That's great.
So when do you get to know?
So this is the funny thing. He's like, okay, I'm going to let you know latest by the end of this evening because I have 2 more interviews. And then I hear nothing.
Okay.
He sends a message, like an email to everybody. And he's like, by the way, going to be out on my holiday from 5 p.m. and then I'm back on June 3rd. So I was like, okay, cool. He's going to let me know before 5 p.m. whether I got the store or not.
Yeah.
Never.
Nothing.
So
What?
yeah, so I'm like, I don't know what's happening now. I don't know.
Oh no.
It's sad. You know, I just hate doing extra work for not getting paid for it. Do I sound like a bitch?
No. You sound like a normal human being who also wants to be appreciated and valued. And
for sure.
I don't know anybody, and you guys on the podcast can confirm this. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but nobody likes to do extra work and not be paid for it. Like, at least some validation or some credit, you know, like some acknowledgement is the right word that I'm looking for. But yeah, we all like to be appreciated, especially when that final paycheck comes into your bank account. Yeah. And you're like, yes, please.
Like this month, I got a bonus. A whole £17. Jason, I laughed out loud. Like, I opened up my payslip and I saw 17 and I literally laughed. I was like, this is a joke. I was like, what?
What is that, like 2 hours worth of work?
Less.
That's less than 2 hours worth of work.
Yeah.
And you got that
my
as
salary,
as your quarterly bonus. You got that as your oh my God.
Quarterly bonus.
Oh.
I was like, wow, I'm really enthusiastic,
really
excited.
Way to lift my spirits.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Like, thanks for a whole lunch in London. Shit. I don't know. Anyway, it's better than nothing. So, I'm no greedy bitch. What did you get up to this week? This week. Ooh.
So some trouble happened on Monday where I was basically supposed to do an animation for Monday. However, on my Mac. So I'm a graphic designer, and we've got this massive conference coming up in July.
Yeah.
Oops.
Jason again did not put his phone on silent.
So sorry.
It's so unprofessional. Jason,
so sorry.
Are you actually texting while of this
during the podcast? Okay, I am so sorry. All right, let me just put this down.
You are unbelievable.
I am so sorry. Sorry, everybody on the podcast.
Everyone's clicking off now, Jason.
I'm so sorry. You can voice your opinions on our Twitter page or our Instagram. Just go at me.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, basically this week it was a bit stressful on Monday, Tuesday because my license to my Mac software, my design software, like expire. Well, it didn't expire. I was basically using my license from university days
Oh.
on my personal Mac, but yeah, like I needed that specific software to do the animation, which I haven't really done. Like I've dabbled in animation since uni, but
Was that one of those moments when your boss goes, Jason, I need an animation. Can you do it?
and I was like, yes, I can.
Meanwhile, you're like,
I'm like, girl, it has been 3 years since I've done this animation, and the software has changed so much. Like, you can do so much more than you could some years ago when I was back in university. I'm not going to say how many years, because when I said it out loud, it made me cry. So anyway,
How many years, Jason?
No, I am not saying when I graduated. Anywho, I ended up managing to then get another license key and another software, which this specific software have made like monthly payments, which is a lot better.
Okay.
So you pay £30 a month and you get access to all of this amazing software, which is great.
Great.
So we did that. However, because I had all of my old bits and bobs on my Mac, I needed to clean, install, and wipe and back up my entire Mac, reinstall everything like spick and span, new, clean. So now my Mac is working beautifully, and I did the animation. It's 20 seconds. It took me 3 days.
Yeah, I was going to say, animations are a bitch.
But it's fun. It's got a little moving bridge.
Yeah,
the
it's
London
cute.
Eye is like turning. It has Big Ben that's
That's
busy.
it.
That's it. The Big Ben clock chimes. How about that? So
Nice.
yeah, that's what I basically spent my week doing. And then on the weekend, we just went the gay penthouse. Minus Corey, unfortunately, we went to Kingston and we just saw a little bit of London. Yeah, it was quite nice.
Yeah. Oh, and we also had another like Monopoly night.
Oh yeah, we did. We played gamesies.
We do that every now and again. Like we play Monopoly. I did a video on it once. It was hilarious.
You
guys
can
should
go and
watch
check
it.
that on. Yeah, I was just about to say you can go and check that on Corey Schultz's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, this weekend. Do you know what this weekend was?
No, Jason. A lot happened on this weekend. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, it was Birmingham Pride.
Oh. Pride is starting now, hey.
Pride has started.
Is it official? Kind of.
Kind of. The official Pride month is June, but I guess Birmingham did their Pride this weekend because this weekend coming on the 1st of June is another Pride. I can't remember which one, but I saw like a lot of the social media people, like influencers or whatever at Birmingham Pride, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was something I was looking on social media that this pride was specifically like important because of like an educational basis. Is that true?
Yes. So basically in the UK, I don't know if you know this, but no, you do know this.
I do know
because
this.
we had a conversation about this. I remember like a while ago.
Yeah, we spoke about it on the podcast.
Yeah. So basically, the UK government want to include a more diverse and equal basis for education in terms of
sexual education,
like sexual education, but also on a day-to-day basis, right?
Okay.
So instead of saying to like 6 and 7 year olds, oh, John and Sarah fell in love and then they married, it should be, Sarah and Sally, who are lesbian, fell in love and got married, or John and Jacob fell in love. And so they want a more inclusive Not
So it's not a specifically
it's not a specific
heterosexual.
heteronormative
Okay.
structure, right? So they want to change that. So they've started outrolling a few of these things in a couple of schools across the UK,
Yes.
with the hope that next year or the year after it will become part of regular curriculum and the
Yeah.
syllabus.
I mean, this is like a massive move forward for the community.
It is. But not only that, like you teach your child. So this is the other thing I don't understand, right? So basically, parents are kicking off across the country at these certain schools because, yes, while they might be very religious, these specific parents, you shouldn't the issue about not having a diverse and inclusive education is the fact that later on in life you form judgments about people which perpetuate stereotypes. It leads to more racism, more homophobia, and all of these other phobias, biphobia, transphobia, all of this other stuff. It's because at an early age they weren't introduced that was the norm, that was okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to turn their kids gay or lesbian or bi or trans.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. Like, for example, like seeing heteronormative things for me and you didn't turn us straight.
Exactly. Or, for example, seeing a white man with a black woman, like this is so. You're breaking down racial boundaries by including that in your education, because later on in life you don't get not a shock, but you don't question it because it becomes your norm.
Yeah.
And you say that is okay.
Can I tell you what is gross?
What?
It's like a tall woman and a short man. I'm kidding.
I was literally about to slap you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so they're like kicking off. These religious parents are kicking off, and this pride was very important because, do you remember in Brighton there was that Muslim drag queen?
Yes. She was like in front of us. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was there at Birmingham Pride with a whole bunch of LGBTQ Muslim, and they basically were amazing, absolutely amazing, because you can be Christian and gay, or you can be Christian, queer, LGBT, Muslim, Jew, it doesn't matter. You are who you are, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so this pride was very important because it was about education, which is what pride, we stand up for pride so that we can raise awareness.
Yeah. I really hope that this year doesn't, because I feel like last year, maybe the year before, it was very corporate functional.
Yeah.
Like I think we spoke about this previously, where like a lot of like corporations get involved with LGBT, not because they necessarily support the cause, but just because it brings them.
It's another branding.
It's like another branding, marketing strategy that.
But what I do think is that maybe I think people now are becoming more aware, like, of certain things, and also I kind of like the focus. When we did Brighton Pride last year, we did it on a cause basis. Everything was for a cause. So we stood up against homophobia in Africa. So love Africa, hate homophobia, right?
Yes.
And I think more and more people are going back to that root, that cause. And I'm hoping that if corporates do jump on the bandwagon, that they actually do it for a real specific cause.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but it also is, again, a kind of a positive in a way. Like if so many like brands and corporations are jumping on the bandwagon, I guess it creates like visibility for the LGBT community, because like, for instance, me seeing like, for instance, companies like Lloyd's, like Costa Coffee, that kind of like seeing their branding all supporting the LGBT community, it does make it feel like a normative thing.
Yeah.
And I think for people who don't support the community get to see that it's actually okay. So it does bring kind of an awareness in a sense, you know what I mean, that makes it normal. So in that aspect, I really, really like it, but I just hope that they behind the scenes are doing it for the right reasons and not for the for the money and
Yeah.
whatnot, because it is big. It's huge. Like,
It
if
is
you've ever
huge.
been to London Pride, guys, holy, yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Just to walk a block, you have to, it's 30 minutes. Literally like a block. Like, something you can walk on an average day in less than a minute
yeah.
takes you 30 minutes just trying to get through the crowd.
I don't even want to know what World Pride in New York is going to look like in
Oh.
in June. Like, is it in June or July?
I don't know.
But New York Pride is World Pride this year. And interestingly enough, it marks the 50-year anniversary of the Stonewall riots. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, so that's why we celebrate Pride Month in June, because in June 1969 it was the Stonewall riots which led obviously to the huge LGBT movement that we had during the 70s, during the 80s and 90s, and up till today. So 50 years celebrating in America, that's going to be huge.
That's going to be big.
Yeah. So if anybody is listening from the States, just holler at us on Twitter and just let us know, are you going to World Pride in New York? Please let us know.
Yeah, and send us photos.
Yeah.
We'll post it on our Twice as Queer page.
Yes.
Yeah.
So some sad news, though, that happened quite close to home this week is that Kenya still upheld the ban on homosexuality, right?
So frustrating.
So it looked as though everything was going to be okay, and it went up to the courts in Kenya. And on Friday, unfortunately, they kept the ban on
Homosexuality.
Yeah, basically. So it's still illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I found really interesting? Because like I did a video on homosexuality in Zimbabwe specifically.
Yeah.
And there's so many African countries where it's illegal to be gay, but to be lesbian is fine.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it's maybe specifically talking on the African context. You know, it's like for example, in South Africa.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I speak under correction, but there's not a word for lesbian in like Zulu, for example.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a word for gay.
Yeah.
But that means man and man,
Yes.
right? So there's, and maybe this is the case in other African countries.
Probably.
As well. So
it's so strange. Like your mind, like they can see two women kissing or holding hands, and it's like totally fine. But as soon as two men do it, they're like, "Oh no, that's illegal! Stop it!
Yeah.
Put them in jail!" You know what I mean? It's so like it just fucks with my mind sometimes. I'm just like I don't understand. Like I'm trying to put my mind into yours and try and think the way that you're thinking.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. I really don't get it. But I really hope that one day.
Yes, it will. It will.
Yeah.
It will. 50 years
sure.
from now, when we're old and ugly and
Old and ugly, girl. Speak for yourself, honey.
Ooh, wow. Sorry, when we're
I'm gonna be fabulous
old.
at like 80. I'm gonna be rolling in my grave, being like a Beyonce. Girl, like calm down.
Oh my
honey.
god. Oh my word. Actually, just talking about Beyonce now, I know this is a huge jump, but my sister is coming in 2 weeks' time to
How
the
did
UK.
Beyonce and your sister in the same sentence?
Okay, so Danielle, so I've got two sisters and they're twins.
Yeah.
So Nicole lives in Cape Town, Danielle lives in Johannesburg with my mom. And Danielle is a boss. Like you know when Beyonce like does her dance moves and like stamina, she can still sing on a high note and still get through a workout routine and everything.
Wait, so you're asking a gay guy who's your best friend if he knows what Beyonce is dancing like and what she dresses like? Jason, get your shit together.
Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, my sister is
yes,
like
Jason,
that.
I do know.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, great. Oh, good. My sister is like that. She does CrossFit she is so super fit.
Ooh,
Like,
can't relate, but sure.
yeah, me neither. Like 2 press-ups and I'm already exhausted. But yeah, so that's how, like, she's very strong. She's a young, strong, independent woman. Like, girl, she's got shit going on. She's amazing.
I can't wait to meet
so
her.
I'm really excited. She's coming to the UK for the very first time to visit me. And 2 years ago, my other sister came through. So Nicole came through, and we did the coming out. We did the coming out video on my channel, my YouTube channel, because so Nicole is lesbian, Daniel is straight, and yeah, now D is coming over and coming to visit, and I'm going to show her London, and it's going to be freaking awesome.
That's exciting. Is it her first time in London?
Yes.
Oh, that's even more exciting.
We had a long conversation on the
Nice.
weekend.
How long is she coming for?
A week.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
The girl's just been in Mauritius, by the way.
Oh, bougie.
I know, right? But it was for work.
Still
so-
can't relate.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about that. That's happening.
Nice.
Yes.
What else?
I don't know. What else? We've got 25. We're into this podcast 25 minutes.
25.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's sad.
it's sad.
Guys, I feel like these podcasts just literally go so quickly sometimes.
I hope that we've made your week. Like, if, let us definitely know, because I really value feedback. And after every podcast, my sister lets me know, okay, yes, I love this. Yeah, I'm glad you talked about that, blah, blah, blah. Guys and gals and the queer fam, we want to know what you like about this podcast. Let us know. Give us some tweets about it. You can follow us on either Twitter and on Instagram, on Facebook. And we want to know from you. What's going on your side? Let us know.
Yeah, you can find us at twiceasqueer. And also, just so that we can plug this in every single episode, but if you do really want to support the podcast, like if you really enjoy it, there is a section on like our Instagram, Twitter, literally you just click the link tree, and like right at the top it says support us, and you can literally buy us a coffee. So it costs like £3 or $3.
$3, yeah.
And you can choose whether monthly or like once off. And there's like a few goals there that will come up. Like you'll be able to see what we're actually going to spend the money on. This first goal is to like launch a website.
Yay!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's so close to happening.
And we're halfway there.
Yeah.
We need your support.
So super excited. And yeah, then just other things like I don't know, merchandise, getting guests on the shows, stuff like that. So if you really enjoy the podcast, don't feel pressured to do so, but we would really appreciate it if you could, because we really want to create visibility for the LGBT community and create positive vibes everywhere. So please,
Yes.
yeah.
But I think we're gonna let it
end there.
Let it end there.
Yeah, it's been a chilled one this week.
It is, yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a beautiful week ahead.
Yes!
Yes! It's Monday. Yes!
Yes!
Bring on the week.
Oh my god. This morning, actually, literally, like, I was dancing in the morning, like, listening to a song. I don't know what it was, but, I was getting my vibe on.
Oh.
Yeah. It sets your mood for the day, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So,
actually, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Yeah.
What song was it? There was one getting me in the mood for this, though. It was American Boy. Miss American Boy.
Oh,
American
old school.
Boy.
Do you know how old that song is?
No.
It's like...
Hey Siri.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, I think we're just going to end the...
No, it's talking. Oh, Siri. Oh my head. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, shush. Anyway, bye everybody. Have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week, Monday.
Bye.